All righty. So everybody got a chance to check out the profit and loss statement?
Yeah.
Okay, I saw the other ones. Yeah, I'm just glanced at the profit and loss. I'm sorry.
Okay. So we're not in the hole at the moment.
That's
Um,
the good thing.
yeah, and we have $23 as of the end of the month, but I know we've spent more than that because the sponsorship came in and paid for a couple bills and some other stuff. What's not on there is the payment to the IRS for our nonprofit status. That was $250. I'm waiting to hear back from them. It'll probably take a few months. Hopefully, we'll get it as we're going through the grant process so that we get more money instead of the minimum that we can get. But that's where we're at on that one at this point. There were a couple extra expenditures under let's see, where is it? Services. Uh, where are we? Websites, under websites. I signed us up for a program called Sponsors Pitch, which was to help us find sponsors for the event.
Hmm.
Unfortunately, lots of emails, no response. So I canceled that today because I don't want to keep paying $50 a month for it if we're not getting anything out of it. Um, we actually have better luck going through AI and finding grants versus that one. But it's one of those things that we do need a dedicated person to be doing, but without the money to hire them, we can't do it. So it's that catch 22 on us. So I do it as
You're
much.
cutting. I don't know if it's your internet or mine, Alan, but you're cutting out.
It's probably my internet. Unfortunately, it's that time of day. It stacks up. Unfortunately, give me just a second.
Okay.
Be right back. Okay, I raised it up. Hopefully, it will work better. But unfortunately, I'm in a cement building, so that doesn't help with the Wi-Fi. Um, but anyway, so we'll see how things play out and stuff. Um, any questions about the financial statement?
Nah,
Are you guys there?
I think you frozen out.
Um,
Okay. Give me a second. Let me try another Wi-Fi that is in the building. Uh, well, there it is. This may not. Okay, can you hear me? Okay.
I can hear you now.
All right. Hopefully this one will work. We'll see. Ernie, you were going to say something?
no, you asked if we could see it, and I answered yes.
Okay. Do you guys have any questions about it?
About
Okay.
the profit and loss.
Um, yeah,
Looks pretty grim.
We just need some money.
yeah. We're doing better than last year. That's the good news. We're still above last year, but yeah, we're still hurting pretty bad. So um, I'm not sure what else to do at this point. We at least got a sponsor and that helped cover the cost of the IRS filing and some additional bills that
Good.
were outstanding. So that was good. Um, all right, so let's go through the agenda. If there's no other questions about the treasurer's report, either of you would like to approve it?
Yeah. Approve. Like
Yeah.
approve the budget.
Mm.
Excuse me.
Ernie, you second?
Yes, of course.
All right. And of course, all of us approve. So we're good on that one. Okay. So let's talk about the Lone Star Festival. So it's coming up in 3 months. Um, we still need about 30 more vendors to help pay for it. The entries for the film festival are still low, but they're there, so that's helping. Um, we have one musical act confirmed. We had another one set up, but they haven't responded to the contract. Um, we don't have a whole lot of classes and stuff. And because of the cost of having to pay for the projector and the microphones and stuff. We're reduced it down to just one room instead of three rooms
Good.
for everything. So cut it down. So that should bring it down to about half the cost. They were hitting us with a service fee, which was 100% of what the cost of the um, rentals were. So we were paying double just on the service fee. And it's like, you got to be joking.
Mm.
It's like, uh, so yeah, cutting
What's
it
the
down
name
to
of the
one was going
hotel,
to help us.
Alan?
I'm
What's the
sorry,
name of the hotel?
South Park. It's on
Okay.
our website, lsf26.com. The address and all that is there. Now, you and Ernie and Becky, your rooms are already registered. You're
Okay.
getting them at $89 a night.
Good.
So that's lower than everybody else.
Do I need to go
Ernie,
ahead
if
and
you
put my
still
credit
don't
card
need
in?
yours, no,
Well,
not to you, right?
I was planning
So
on
Ernie,
commuting. I was planning on going back and forth every day.
right. So if you still don't need it, that's fine. But it is under your name. If you change at the last minute, just let me know.
Okay.
Okay. I'll be sending out an email to everybody on the vendor list probably before, well, I'll have to be tomorrow. If not, I'll be over the weekend, just reminding everybody what the updates are and all that stuff. The new sponsor for it is a company called CreatorWood.tv. They
Mm.
are an AI company that makes film.
Oh.
Okay. They have two programs, one where you can pay them to make the film. It's $250 for every minute you want. And then they also have the other program where you do it yourself. But they're going to be giving a class about marketing and using AI to help market. And then they're also going to have a short preview of one of the films that was done. And then talking more in detail about how you can do it and use their system for it. There'll be in tomorrow's newsletter, or no, next Tuesday's newsletter, a blog post from them. And then the September issue of the magazine, there'll be an article from them. So, uh, I'm grateful for it. It was $1,000 that we needed. Um, we had about 200 or $2,500 in cash coming in for the Lone Star, but with the bills and stuff, it keeps going out the door. So we really
Yeah.
need to build up our membership um, because without that membership, we can't really save that money. And that's the hard part is we've got to save that money when it's coming in so we can apply it to the hotel and stuff. The hotel bill is still about $7,500, and that doesn't include the dinner and all that other stuff. So um, the
Ooh.
dinner cost is going to be about $100 per person. Um, our cost would be about $85, $90 per person. So we're not making any money on it.
Mm-mm.
So we'll break even on that. Um, we'll start really pushing the advertising in August. So August, September through October, we'll be pushing more on social media. And if more money comes in, that allows us to do advertising. Beyond that, we'll do it. We'll see. Now, another thing, as you guys know, I've been working with the city of Austin trying to get grants for authors and stuff like that. They brought me on this year as what they call an ambassador. And basically, it was to set up a class so that authors in Austin area could come to the class and learn how to properly do the grants and what kind of grants they can apply for and stuff like that. And they're paying me $1,000 for that.
Oh,
And
that's
that money
awesome.
won't come in until October, hopefully in time for the Lone Star Festival that we can apply it to. If not, I'll have to pay bills after the
You're
fact.
frozen.
But that'll be happening. Now, did I freeze or did Denise freeze? It
Alan, you're
looks like you
frozen.
guys. Okay, that website or that host Wi-Fi wasn't even better.
You didn't freeze for me.
All right, I switched back to the other one. Hopefully that will be better.
We didn't hear none of
Okay,
that, Alan. You were frozen.
which was the last thing you heard?
You said somebody gave $1,000, you'll get it in October.
Right. So I'm not sure if it'll be the 1st of October, the middle of October, end of October, but they'll go towards the Lone Star in one way or the other. The sooner we get it and help pay the cost of the Lone Star, the better. But yeah, I'm still looking for sponsors. I'm still looking for vendors, trying to promote it as much as I can where I can and stuff. So that's pretty much it in a nutshell. You guys have questions about the Lone Star?
How many do we
I
have
don't-
right now?
We're at about 40,
Okay.
and I'd like to
That's
get 30 more.
so I hope it's the room is big enough for we won't be cramped.
We have, because of the way the contract is, even though we're not going to use the other rooms, we have them available to us. Plus, they said that we can move it to the outside of the room if we need to. And I've already decided to put two particular vendors on the outside automatically, because they're window and siding type companies. But yeah, so they say they can handle 100 tables easily. I'll be
Okay.
comfortable if we get 60. So we'll see how it goes. Any more questions? Okay. I'll go on to the next item, which is the Lone Star Fest, or excuse me, the 11th Annual Short Story Contest. That is about to wrap up here at the end of the month. And then we'll announce the winners in September and hopefully have copies to sell in October at the festival. Oh, and I have to back up a moment. I'm sorry. The Lone Star Festival. We've normally been doing it the first weekend of June. Because of the war and finances, we moved it back to October. Should we put it back in June? Should we put it another time of year? Should we look at the fall to be doing this? I need to know now because I need to start arranging with the hotel to schedule before everything gets booked up. So,
Oh, I remember that when we did it in the June and we went to wherever that was, and we were hot as heck standing outside. So I'm fine with doing it in the fall.
okay. Do you think having a fall one is better for holiday book sales and stuff like that?
Um,
Yeah,
That
Probably
was a yes,
so.
Ernie?
I think fall's, I think fall's better. Yep, the
Okay.
fall is
So we
cooler.
should do it.
Yes.
So in Austin, we have a lot of things that happen. The first 2 weekends of October are always busy with the festival. Then we have the A1 Formula Racing. We have the Texas Book Festival, and yeah. So those items always take up from 1st of October through usually the second weekend of November. So should we do it at the end of September where it's still fall, not too hot, and close to the holiday, or should we move it to November?
I prefer
Well,
September because you have a lot of other book fairs and book things that are coming along in October and November.
Right.
so October 16th, 17th is out.
Oh, no, we're doing it this year. We're
But
set
next
for
Oh,
year,
this year.
next
I'm
year.
talking about for next year, yeah,
Oh,
because I have to start scheduling for next year.
yeah, September would be fine.
The end of September.
Sure.
Okay. That'll be like 2 or 3 weeks after Labor Day holiday, so people will have money again and they'll start being in the mindset for the holiday. Yeah, I think so
Yeah.
that will work. So I'll shoot for the end of September then. Okay. All right. That gives me something to work with. Now back to the short story contest. We haven't gotten as many entries as we normally have. Um, I'm a little disappointed with that. We'll probably get the last minute entries like we always do. And we have more than enough to do a book, and stuff most likely. Um, so we'll continue with that. It's our 11th year, so we'll see how that goes. Do you guys have any questions about that?
when is the deadline again on that, Al?
July 31st,
Okay. And how much was it?
$40.
How many do you have already?
We have about 15 to 17. So we'll probably finish out about 24. That's normally what we get.
About 24?
About 24, yeah.
And when
I'd
you
like
say
to see
short,
it. Yeah.
okay, I'm
I'm
sorry.
sorry.
When you say short story, is it a certain criteria?
Yeah, it's all on the website. It's between 3,000 and 5,000 words.
Oh, I'm
Um,
out. Okay.
you can't write that short.
I can't. I get to writing and it just no. So okay.
Um,
I'll put the word out through my group over here at
Yeah.
New Braunfels. We may get a couple.
okay. Let me know if you need anything from me as far as an image or anything like that.
Well, we have our meeting on Tuesday evening, and that is what 28th. That only gives them a couple of days, but I'll send out an email tonight.
Okay. All right, good. The more the barrier. So, all righty. Membership. We are currently at 50. We are up 3 from last quarter.
Good.
But you know, that's not a whole lot. Um, Now, I sent out the information about resetting the membership dues. They remain the same for the annual dues, 75, 150, and 250. But what I've added is a monthly due for the same 3 levels. So for level 2, which is 75 annually, would be $80 a month, or excuse me, $8 a month. That pays more than the 75, but it also helps cover our expenses for credit card processing, but it makes it really cheap for people to do it on a monthly basis.
Yeah.
Then level 3 would be $14 and level 4 is $25 per month. So I haven't announced that yet to anybody. I'll do that next week, providing y'all are okay with that.
Yeah.
Ernie, you think that'll work?
Yeah. I hope. Fingers crossed.
Yeah, as much as we can. So, and I'll throw in a free um, True Voice review for new members and stuff like that. Suing the pot basically for them to start signing up and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
Okay.
experimented with gift memberships last year, and I'm not sure
Right.
that turned out so good.
Yeah. They chose not to renew. Um,
Yeah.
so there's
I
not
don't
much.
think any of them did or will.
You don't think what?
I don't think any of them did or will.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, they didn't. Um, okay. So the next item is last month, Ernie. You said you were going to search out some companies for the 2027 Annual Short Story Award that we can give out. So you want to tell us what you found?
Yeah. My understanding, I was looking at different promoters that will promote your book. And of course, they're all for profit activities. There's none of them that'll do it for free. But there are a couple that look pretty good in terms of their pricing. Uh, of course, the book, let's see, let me get back to my notes here. There's the ones that are their highest rated are the ones that cost the most. And
Of
so,
course.
they're all in it to make money. None of them are in it to to just help the author. BookBub is probably the most popular one and probably the one that has the greatest connections, but they're also the one that has the most expensive. You're talking $1,000 or more just to get them promote your book.
I'm
So I
sorry,
did.
Ernie. You were saying somebody was. Who did you say was $1,000 or more?
It's called BookBub. BookBub.
Yeah, I've heard of them. I never knew. So you have to pay a fee for them to promote your book.
Yes, absolutely. You have to pay a fee with everybody, but some of them are more reasonable. And so the one I found that I thought was the most reasonable was called the Fussy Librarian, and
The
they have
fussy.
over 500,000 subscribers to their newsletter, and a blurb or an ad in their newsletter costs anywhere from $15 to $30. Uh, I didn't actually make an application, but that's what they advertise. Uh, I don't know. I haven't looked very close at their program other than than the reports I've gotten from Google that says that they're reasonable. They're the lowest starting flat fees in the industry. So with a 500,000 readers, getting them to list our book in their newsletter with a real nice picture or a picture of the cover uh, might be worth the investment of $30, maybe less.
What was it called?
It's called Fussy Librarian.
Okay, I'll look it
And
up.
I can send Alan the website link, and
Yeah.
everybody can check it out for themselves.
Mm.
The others looks like they specialize in ebooks rather than print books. But if we're gonna sell the book from our website, it won't matter to Fussy Librarian. They'll just list our ad with our link, and then people can go directly to uh, Texas author, Texas authors and order it. Uh, there's a couple more, but none of them that I would use to promote my book. Uh, I'm going to have to do some self promotion on my new novel that's coming out after the first of the year. Probably going to invest some money in ads. I am sick and tired of Amazon. I'm not going to put this on Amazon.
Yes,
Uh,
oh my God.
yeah,
I haven't gotten a dime from an ad on Amazon.
Yeah.
yeah. So I'm gonna maybe put some Amazon Prime ads, Facebook ads. I have never got a bite on Facebook ads either.
I haven't gotten
Neither
anything
have
on
I.
Facebook ads either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So wherever I can find, maybe this fussy librarian, I'll put an ad in there and see what happens. They got
Well,
about 500 over 500,000 subscribers. So
it says $13 to $79 for discounted
13.
bargain books. $13 to $79 for
Well,
discounted bargain books. 99 cents to $5.99, and from $13 to $22 for ebooks.
Yeah, what I was thinking is buying an ad in their newsletter
yeah. All right.
rather than having them sell it. If
Yeah.
they sell it, I
Then
think you can share it.
they probably make more. Yeah. Go ahead and send me the
Uh,
top three that you think. Send me
okay,
the
and
links.
then I wanted to go over an excellent place I found that I put some of my books on, and it's pretty new. It's called books.by, and my page is books.by/Ernie Lee, and it's real easy to lay out the page. It's real easy to upload your books. You get about 99% of your royalties back. The
Oh,
only thing they deduct is printing, and they give a $5 worldwide shipping credit. So anywhere in the United States, your books will ship. Customer doesn't have to pay for it, and you get more royalty than you'll ever get from Amazon or even
oh.
Ingram. So it's called Books by BOOKS.BY. That's
And they
something
print your book for you?
yeah, they'll print it,
Oh,
they'll ship it, uh, and you get your 100% royalties minus the printing.
do they do promotion? They don't,
I don't
I
know
mean,
yet. It's kind of new, but if they do, I'm certainly going to get them to put something out for me. But it's a little premature for me yet because I don't have that new book. But I got four of my novels out on Books by right now. That might be a solution for us, Alan, because I think it's $99 a year, and you can put as many books out there as you want, and we can do our whole catalog if you wanted to.
All right. Send me the link of that one and the other two. And
Okay.
I'll take a look at them and see what we can afford. And what we can
Yeah.
definitely give away for next year's contest. Um, so maybe even this year if it's reasonably inexpensive. But yeah, send me the links and I'll take a look at them.
I'll do it.
And I'll share it with you, Denise, as well.
Okay, thank you.
All right. So that's it for old business. Now the fun stuff for new business. So, y'all got a copy of the Texas Author Guidebook. Did you take a look at it?
Oh, Texas Author Guidebook.
Yes.
I
Okay.
remember getting it.
I didn't what is it? What is that? It was 290 some pages. So what exactly is it? A guideline or what is it?
So it's a guidebook for authors to let them know all the services that are available to them through our organization.
Mm-hmm.
At the same time, it's also a guidebook for librarians and bookstores so that they know that they can reach out to us for services to help bring in authors to their store and, cross promotions. And then it's also a guidebook for readers to know about all the programs that we do that they would be interested in, the Lone Star Festival, the Road to Texas 200, all that stuff. So it's 3 different items all combined in one book. Ideally, I would like to get a sponsor to cover the cost of printing because that would be a great book to give away to authors so that they have it in their hand and they know what we do. It's fairly detailed, but not overly detailed. And if even regardless of having a sponsor, we would still have it available for sale online. So those that are searching for, marketing or what to do with their books, hopefully will find us. And there's a coupon in there for 20% off on any service so that if they buy the book, they get their money back when they use the service. And, it encourages them to try our services out.
Now, let me see if I can find that, Jewel. I think that'd be a good plan. If we can figure out how to get it free, we could give it away. I can't find it right now. I got it in a folder here.
I can resend it to you tomorrow
Yeah.
or after the session.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, what I do have this Austin Reads Together PowerPoint
Right.
you
So
sent
that's
me.
the next thing.
Okay.
So let me pull that up. So let's go. Where are you? Where are you? There we go. Okay, so Austin Reads. There we go. So Austin Reads is a double thing for us. One, we've done events in schools here in Austin before where we brought an author in to read our class and stuff like that. We did that prior to 2020 and they were successful. We haven't done it since then, but we need to do it again, start bringing them in. What I'm looking to do is for the first year, test it out at 3 middle schools and have the Austin ISD help us spread the word to the elementary schools that are in the area while we spread the word to the businesses and the homes in that particular region to do a Saturday mini book festival. 20 to 30 authors come in, do readings for kids, do activities for kids. So it would be all ages, but also then have adult books authors, excuse me, have adult authors in there so that they can sell to the parents and stuff. This is something that we can get financed through the city grant program. We would get a maximum of $10,000 to help do it. So it would cover the expenses. But it would be done in a way that it would also end up promoting next year's book festival or Lone Star Festival. Okay, so that we can say, if you loved this, then, here's the information about next year's event so you can come and participate and join in and stuff. Ideally, we would max out at 6 middle schools per year. If it works well here in Austin, then we can take it to Dallas. We can take it to other school districts and say, here's our track record. Here's what we've done. We'd love to do it there and get more authors involved in smaller activities that work for them. and also save them some money. Be maybe a $30 to $50 author charge to participate. Again, to just cover the expenses, because we may have to pay for the class or the use of the gymnasium or the cafeteria or whatever, we can arrange. Um, so that's the general idea. Um, Again, 3 pilots, 6 for the 1 year. Put in the grant request, see what it would be 4 to 6 hours. Let's see if I move this up a little better. Um, Again, it'd be local, something that we can work on, and again, building it so that it would end up supporting the Lone Star Festival, which is really what we need in the long run. Book signings, literacy programs, book giveaways to the kids that can't afford them, things that we can work through with the authors to help support that. So that's pretty much it. So if you've got a chance to look it over, let me know if any other comments, but I think this would be a good mini way to help the authors. And it doesn't have to be just local authors. Authors from around the state can come in and do these events. I'm not going to restrict it. For the grants, we have to have a certain amount of local authors, but then that still opens it up for other authors to participate and stuff. When I put out in the newsletter, couple of weeks ago, we got about 20 people that were interested in it. So there is interest from authors to participate. So it's just now getting
You let me know in
IST.
time. I'll drive down.
So that's the objective. And that's really it. I just need to get the official approval to go ahead and make this happen. So anybody got questions?
What would be the costs that we would spend the $40,000 on, or 10,000, whatever they gave us? What would
Whatever we
spend
get
that
from the
money
city
on?
would cover advertising costs. Then if there's any rental fees from the city, from the
Oh,
Austin
okay.
ISD, especially if they want us to pay for the janitor to be coming in on a Saturday, we'd have to cover that cost and stuff. So any of their fees, which I'm trying to find out, if one, if they're interested, and two, what those fees would be, and then go from there. And then of course we'd print up flyers that the kids could take home, and share with the parents and stuff, so that there'd be more reason to come in and stuff. But ideally, and if we don't spend all the money, then that's money that would be going towards purchasing books that we can give to the kids as well. So it would definitely be a win-win in that respects.
All right.
Any questions?
So,
No?
not
All right,
about that. I did want to relay a experience I had last weekend. I was down in Kemah, over by NASA, and went into one of the resale shops down there, and they had a big sign in front of the cash register says every child under, I can't remember the age, I think it was 10, can leave with 2 free books as a literacy program. And I think that was just fantastic. And I'm going to go around to resale shops here and see if I can get them to do the same. And that would be a good program. Children could pick out 2 books and take them with them.
Yeah. And that's one of the goals with the Austin Reads is raise enough money to be able to do that for the kids that can't afford it and stuff.
Yeah, I saw that. I like it.
Okay. Somebody would like to make a motion to move forward?
I make a motion that we move
Everybody.
forward on this.
Yeah.
Okay, all approved, say aye.
Aye.
All right.
Are there applications that we have to fill out or to apply for these grants?
Yeah, and I've already got that squared away. The grants actually for this open up in September. The grant for the Lone Stars is opened up this month. I haven't started filling that out yet. And that will be for the next event because the money doesn't come in until January, I believe. But it would be for next year's event. But yes, the September opening date for this particular grant for the schools. And I believe for this, it actually maxes us out at $10,000. And it has to be done in a slightly different way. The museum can't ask for the grant, but I can as part of the museum. It's really strange the way they
Yeah.
have it set up, but yeah, so it's one of those things I have to work through. Okay. All right. So the
So
next
it'd
item
be limited to
Yeah.
Austin schools, right?
for this, yeah,
And
for the
are
first
you
2
aware of
years at least.
Baradoff, what Baradoff does every year?
Who is that?
Are you aware of what Baradoff Elementary does every year? Baradoff Elementary, South
Oh,
Austin.
yeah, I've actually participated
They
with them
have
a
an
couple of
author's
years.
day.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Yeah, it's a
good
good program. I've done it a couple of years.
program, so they might be a good candidate.
Yeah, they're elementary. What I'm wanting to do is go to the middle schools so that it
Okay.
gives us a larger base to work with, and a larger community footprint. Um, but I have to see which ones we can work with and stuff. There's 22 middle schools here in Austin that I have to go through. I narrowed it down to 3, but I have to see what Austin ISD says. Um, they're going through some issues right now, and I have to work around that. So, but that's part of the process of going through it and seeing what we can do over the next couple months. Because ideally, we'd like to get it kicked off this year if we can. Okay. Next item. This one's going to be a little bit tougher. Let me pop it open. Building financial stability. So the objective of this was for us to be able to show how we can build financial stability for us in the long term. Did either of you get a chance to look at it?
I got it,
Nope.
but I
Okay.
can't find it. That's the one I can't find.
All right. Okay. So we have a lot of ways of bringing money in. We have, of course, Texas Authors Museum, which is the archive, as well as the membership. We have True Voice Review. We have Read Safe Ratings. We have the All Right program. We have the Texas Author Verified program. We have the Texas Author Press, the Lone Star Festival. All of those are designed to bring money in.
Yep.
It's getting people to use the services that are the key issue. So part of the time when somebody signs up for a membership, we would give them one of these things for free that they need. You know, if they've got a new book that came out, they get a True Voice Review. If they're a children's author, they'd get a Read Safe review rating, so that helps protect their book. If they're looking to get their book published, we have the press. If they just want to show people that they're a human author, we have the author verification
We
program.
lost you, Alan.
Okay.
You're frozen.
Where'd you lose me at? All right. Where'd you
Go
lose
on.
me at?
We heard you were explaining the programs.
Okay. So that's the objective is to have all of these available sources to bring money into the organization so that we have a steady, profitable, and yeah, I mean, it's just, we need the money. I can't say it enough. So, you know, again, we have the memberships, we have trust products, which are those things, we have the publishing services, we have the events and programs, and then, of course, our sponsors that we need to continue to work on and build that up as well. So those are the 5 general ways of bringing money in. Ideally, you know, they join, they get verified as a human author, we, you know, rate their book, give them a review, promote it, publish it if they need it. All of these intertwine and stuff. We do have one publishing contract other than mine. All my books have been published through the press, but we have a new author that's come in, and we're publishing their book, so they're going to get the services for free as part of the process. What was that, Denise?
I said, good. No.
Yeah. We have another one who's a member who's looking at getting his next book published with us as well, because he's been real happy. He's a level 4 member, and he's been really happy with all the services that we've done for him so far in promoting his other book and stuff. So theoretically, these are ideal situations on the membership. They're looking, this is wanting us to build up to, well over 1,000 members, which is the struggle for us because we can't even get past 50. So this is a long-term project. But if we can get up to, 500, we're looking at $75,000 coming in, which would take care of a lot of our issues with the Lone Star Festival and other things and stuff. It would give us more advertising that we so desperately need as well. Those are the membership fees. It was suggested to raise them. I'd rather just leave them where we're at the moment because to me, they're high enough. The monthly, I think, will work. Next March is the All Right program. This year was not as good as the first year, so we got to work on promoting it, getting people to sign up and participate, and then hopefully being able to get them to publish their new books with us as well. So, I mean, basically, if you get a chance, just go through it and review what the potentials are, what we can do. I mean, bringing in $500,000 for an annual year on all of our services is doable. It's just I can't do it alone on myself. We need to be able to start raising the money so we can hire staff to help us build and continue to grow. So for the first 30 days, basically, let me just get to that page. Oops, sorry. So the first thing is, if you want to focus in and try to build this out more so that we can actually use it in membership and stuff like that, we just need the board to approve for me to start doing that. Pretty much I've been doing that. But it's just, getting you guys on board and helping and stuff. Which reminds me, y'all got that box that I sent you?
Yes. Oh, that was
Yes.
good.
So you got flyers.
What do we do with that?
When you
Okay,
go
so
out
you
to
have
a
the
book thing,
flyers.
again,
Go ahead, Denise.
so you sent that. So when we go out to, like, I have a book event Friday, put that on the table to advertise.
Advertise and get people to donate money to the Road to Texas 200, which is a literacy program. All they have to do is scan that QR code, and I've got the codes coded to each author that has signed up. So when you say, Denise, on Friday you get 2 or 3 people doing it, then you get a credit that you can apply to doing a service from us. So say like you get $100, well, you get $10 in credit. It's like 10 cents on every dollar, and you get a credit of $10 that you can apply towards one of our services. So that's what I'm trying to get the authors to do is, put them on the table so that they get the credit and we raise money.
It'll be on the table Friday.
Okay. And then you got the brochures, and of course we can always order more brochures if you need them and stuff, or more flyers. We couldn't afford color this time, but hopefully we can in the near future. So in a nutshell, do you want me to keep moving forward with this and trying to build it and work with it?
Please do. Yes.
Okay. All right, I'll keep you posted on what happens with that. Let me bring up the agenda. Okay. So that in a nutshell is everything that's going on. I feel like I'm forgetting something, but I think we've covered everything at this point.
We got a lot going on. So I'm planning to when I'm coming down, Alan. So Friday, do you need help Friday morning? Because I can plan on leaving early Friday to get there for Friday night, or
For the Lone Star? So yes, I can't start setting up until noon. So you don't have to leave too early. But yeah.
Well, I can leave here at about 8 and get there to be able to help you. Okay.
Okay, cool. because there'll be a lot of things to set up because we'll be doing goodie bags and stuff like that.
Okay.
Setting up, the registration table, all that fun stuff. There's always last minute things that pop up and stuff, but yeah, I can definitely use the help. And feel
Okay.
free to bring anybody that you want to be a volunteer. Speaking of Miss Bryson, you should bring her down since you've got a hotel room you can share with her.
She's now, and she said she was coming. I'm gonna see, but see, Denise, I'm not gonna want to leave at dark 30, and because I'm telling you, I want to get there early, and Denise is gonna procrastinate, and that's gonna fret me. So I'm gonna tell her I'm leaving that morning. I'm not leaving at dark 30. No. Mm-mm.
Okay. Okay. Um,
I don't blame her.
okay. So something I've done outside of the museum that I hope helps the museum. As you know, we have the Texas Authors Success Center. The concept is, to help authors be successful and stuff. So I've taken that and I moved it to the Authors Success Center as a website for me to help authors outside of Texas.
Mm.
So it's totally separate, same basic concepts, same basic tools and stuff, but now it opens us up to authors outside of Texas to use the services and hopefully raise money to bring into the museum. That's the objective there. So, if you guys know authors outside of Texas that can use our services, let them know. It's authorsuccess.info. I'll send you the email tomorrow. But it's the same thing, all the benefits of helping authors, same basic cost. We have monthly and annual payments and stuff. So again, it's just hopefully bringing in more money for us without messing up the museum like we did last time. It's two separate things. Okay.
Ooh, we got a lot going on.
Yeah. All right. You have any questions for me?
No,
Oh,
none
Alan, you
right
sent
now.
out something. Um, oh God, who you sent out something that said somebody was gonna do book reviews or something? I read that email. Dang. You sent out something that they're gonna be doing book reviews. In addition, was it true? I know it wasn't True Voice. It was a black group or something you sent out.
Right. So we partnered with two magazines, two international magazines.
Yes.
One of them is the Black Writers and Black Women and Authors, BWA. So they're getting a referral fee for every author they send to us for book reviews, but the book reviews get printed in their magazine. Okay. So we've submitted your book, for example. So it should be in next month's issue of the magazine.
Which one you submit?
I think I did both. It's not supposed to be this way and blind.
Ambition.
Yeah.
I please tell me you sent the revised. Did I send you the revised edition? Praise God. Okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
Yeah. We did the review on the revised one. So that should be in next month's issue. The other magazine we did was Queer Bee out of Canada, which is for the gay and lesbian community. Same thing. Yeah. Well, actually, for them, they don't get any referrals fee. They'll send people to us, and we make money, and the referrals or the reviews get published in their magazine.
That's
So
good.
yeah, that gives us a lot more exposure for that program outside of Texas again, but hopefully, it'll build up business is what I'm hoping on. The BWA magazine had 10,000 followers. So we'll see how that goes and stuff. Yeah, but I'm looking to do same thing with the African or the Hispanic population and any other group,
Yes.
because I know there's magazines out there for them as well. So if you guys find anything or learn anything, please share that with me so I can reach out to them and create that. Because the magazines love having those book reviews in there. They don't have to do any extra work, but everybody benefits from it. And it hopefully will help us grow in that respect.
So how will I know, Alan? It'll be in their magazine, but they'll notify you or what?
Right. They'll
Okay.
notify me and I'll send you a link so that you can see the copy.
Okay. Well, I'm hoping it's a good one.
Yeah. So it's their final decision, but I have submitted it. So it's up to them. And
Okay.
since none of their people have signed up to do a review at this point, I think they'll use them just to kind of refresh people's memory. You know, hey, this program's going on, take advantage of it. So we'll see what happens and stuff. So,
Thank you.
but yeah, any other type of magazines you find that specialize in a certain group or a certain topic or anything, let me know, because if we can get our stuff in there at basically free of charge, I'll do it. I'll put it in there, and it helps the authors, you know.
Yes.
So, so we'll see. Trying to think of anything else.
Well, I got something I'd like to run by y'all to get kind of some
Sure.
feedback on.
Okay. We ready.
Uh, I've just about finished. This is not my big novel that's going to come out after the first of the year, but it's a little adventure book for middle grade students, middle grades.
Oh. Uh-huh.
And I kind of did some field research on it with some librarians in some of the schools, and they said what they would really like to have is dyslexic friendly uh, formatting. And I looked it up, and there's a font that you could use. It adds about 50% of the pages to the book. So if you got a 200-page book, it's going to end up 300 page. But
Really?
it's a font that makes it easier for dyslexic students to read. So I'm thinking about putting out a regular issue edition and then a dyslexic edition and advertising that around to the schools. Do y'all think that has any merit or has any chance of success?
As a
Yeah.
as a teacher, when you said dyslexic because you can hardly find material for dyslexic, yeah,
Right.
that would, and then, oh yeah, that will be.
Well, good. Thank you for that feedback.
Yeah,
It's
and I've heard of other authors doing the same thing, and they've had success with it.
okay. Good. Good.
It's not great success, but success. I mean, they've had books
Yeah.
sold.
Right. Well, if we can get those books into those children's hands that have reading difficulties, that's a win.
Yeah.
So,
Alan, is there a big market for putting your book in Spanish? Or is it?
Yes.
It is.
Mm-hmm.
So, because I've been,
well, how do you get it? Go
yeah,
ahead.
exactly. How do you do it?
How do you get it translated
That's the
with
fun
that you
part.
can? Yeah, I don't
So,
know if you
okay,
can trust
here's,
Google Translator or not.
well, I wouldn't use Google Translator, but I would use the Google AI. Any AI system can pretty much do it pretty good. I did it with one of my children's book, and I've had a Spanish person read it, and she said it's perfect. You know,
Really?
it also depends on the what's the word I'm looking for? Region, or the style. You know, in other words, what you have in Spain is different than Mexico, is different
Yeah.
than Chile and all this other stuff, but you have the general language, which is what you want to go for, so that people can still understand and enjoy the book. But it can be done again through AI or hiring a translator, and they're not cheap.
No,
The
they're
last
not.
thing I heard was about $3,000 for a children's book.
Ooh,
Can't do it.
So
no,
yeah,
can't do
Yeah,
that.
but
but if you
it,
use
it
if you
yeah,
use
you
this
can use
AI translator, does that mess you up with being a real author? You know that little
no,
no AI thing
no,
that
because
we
you
have.
wrote the book. Okay, so it's
Yeah,
still a human author. You're just having to translate.
yeah. So that would mess up our certificate uh,
No,
of being a human verified author.
yeah,
Verified. I can't remember what it says, but I got a little
human
stamp
author
for
verified.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's we had two of them: Texas authors verified and human author verified. So you have both those certificates.
yeah.
But no, it does not mess that up because you wrote the book originally. without AI. Um, and so all you're doing is having to translate it. So it's still the same story, still the same work, just translation is all you've done.
How do you get to that AI site that'll translate it for you? Is
Have you used the AI programs?
I use it when I have a question, what does this mean? I do Google and it comes up AI with an answer, and it's
Yeah.
probably good. Like I'm planting a Confederate jasmine side of my house, and I use it for instructions on how to care for that. But I don't use it for writing, or creating
Yeah.
stuff.
Okay. Which book are you thinking of doing?
Uh, with the dyslexia or with the Spanish,
No, yeah, Spanish.
I'd like to get Aquasaurus. It's a Spanish issue, Spanish
Okay,
edition.
that's going to take a while. Send me the latest copy. Let me do a chapter and send it
Okay.
to you, and you can test it out with somebody you might know in the area and see what they think of
Yeah.
it.
Okay.
Okay.
I can do that.
Same for you, Denise.
I'll send you a chapter. You don't
Okay.
need the
So
whole
I could just
book, right?
I'm sorry, send you a chapter of a book of one of the books.
Yeah. Which book for both of you, whichever book you want, send me
Okay.
just one chapter and I'll run it through it and send it back to you probably over the weekend. And then that way
Okay.
you can have someone read it and see if it's right.
If you know how to work that program, that would be a good uh, another good program we might be able to offer to authors translation service. It,
It
And
could be, yes.
Alan, when you're uploading the book on KDP and they ask you that question, did you use any AI? And if you put down that you used it for the image, is that a bad thing or a good? Is that okay?
No, it's just letting people who are reading the description know that your cover was created in AI. That's all. Um,
Okay. Because a friend of mine was
People are
telling me,
getting.
you
Go
was
ahead.
saying, "Oh, that's a bad thing." You pick. Now I know I wrote the book, but I did maybe use it on the cover or something like that. Okay.
Yeah. To me, you're being honest about that, which is
Yeah.
better than hiding it. I mean, it's gotten so good on the cover images that you really can't tell if it's an artist or AI anymore.
That's
I
true.
mean, it's gotten so good. But you have the two camps that are splitting. Um, Absolutely no AI of any type versus yes, it's okay to use AI for some things, but not everything. And it's just like when we were in the self-publishing, aspect. When self-publishing started off, you had the two camps. Oh, you can't do that. You wouldn't be a traditional or a legitimate author if you go self-publish. Well, now that doesn't matter anymore because so many self-published authors are being successful and stuff. So
Yes.
it's that same routine, and it's who has the money, who doesn't have the money type thing. It's getting really ridiculous, but in a couple of years, everything will probably mellow out, and you'll still have a little bit, but nothing like we had right now. So, but yeah, send me the chapter. I'll run it through, and I'll
Okay.
get back to you as soon as possible.
All
I'll do
right.
that. Then I'll give it to a Spanish speaker and see if they can see what they think of it.
Yeah,
And if
yeah,
it does well,
it would be a service
do
we can do. Yeah,
Yeah, that's
the
what I was
whole
thinking.
volume. Yeah,
yeah. And when you give it to them, Ernie, don't tell them it was AI.
yeah,
Just say, "Hey, I had someone translate this. What do you think?" And let them
yeah,
respond and tell and see if they can figure it that was AI.
Yes, I like that.
yeah. Okay. I that that's exciting because I probably end up doing all mine in Spanish version.
Yeah. The only challenge will be is to come up with a cover that's almost identical to what you have, but in
Oh,
Spanish.
yeah.
That would be the only challenge, but it can be done. I mean, so many things can be done these days. I mean,
Oh, oh,
it's amazing. Okay.
yeah. Like the title Aquasaurus, that's going to be hard to translate.
Yeah, yeah, because it's a custom word.
So,
So,
so maybe you don't
but
have to
that may
translate
not
that.
have to
Just
be translated.
yeah.
because it's an original word that probably wouldn't have to be.
It would just be T.O. Sardis, like Tia Uncle, or because Tia or T.O.
But the
But we'll
cost
see.
is going to be the cost, even if you get the free translation, the cost of republishing is going to be pretty much the same. You still
Yeah.
have the just it's like a new book.
Yeah, yeah. The good thing is you've already got the other one out there, so it's you're just following up with it. You say, hey, we now have a Spanish translation of this book that you've loved and stuff. So that opens up the market more. And there are
Yeah,
certain
I think it would.
markets. There are markets that do market out to Mexico and South America that are specifically Spanish books. So, again, that opens up that whole market for you. And you never know. It is crazy to see how some books will sell well. I mean, you guys, do you ever pay attention to Ingram Sparks when you're on there and you look at where your books are being sold? Do you look at what countries are actually buying them?
I haven't sold any. Well, I'm just not bottoming. I'm not getting any sales right now, and I just gotta be honest. I gotta do something. I don't know.
Yeah, well, you're not alone. It's the summer, so a lot of people are suffering. But if you ever do get a chance, look at the map and see where your books are selling. I have more books selling in Europe of my stuff than they do here in the United States.
That's awesome.
Yeah, but you never know. You just don't know who's going to find your book and like it and go with it. So, I
And
mean,
Yeah.
I don't know how to market in overseas. Mark, how do you get your book? How do you get word out to other countries?
I don't do anything different. All my social media is the same, but people from other countries find me and latch on. And then Ingram, of course, they're always marketing to the Europe market because your book's available through them, also Australia and Asia and stuff. So, it could be just somebody at a bookstores likes the title and starts checking it out, starts buying the book. I mean, it's that simple. And that's what I love about Ingram in that respects. But yeah, I don't do any special advertising to the Europe market or any market other than the United States. So
Yeah.
I can't
And
afford it.
last question. Remember, I asked you the other day because I revised one of my books that was only on Ingram, and now it's on KDP. So I need to go back and change it on Ingram as well, right?
Right.
Okay.
And it
Oh
should be an
God.
easy update. All you have to do
That's
the only thing you should have to do is just upload your new cover and your new text, and that's it.
Oh God. I've got to
Nothing
do it
else should
yeah.
have to
myself.
change.
I don't know how to do a
Those
cover, man.
those I don't know why Amazon allows these third party sellers to undercut your price. It just burns me up.
Well, not only undercut, but then they try to sell you a second-hand book for $50 or something, or a brand new
Yeah,
one for $50. It's like, what the? Yeah.
yeah,
As you've learned, Amazon's all about making the money and nobody else. So,
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, this middle school book, I'm gonna go ahead and do it on Amazon. But my next novel is going to be a drama, and if you want it, you got to get it from me. So
That's
I'll
neat.
put it out ads, things like that, or I'll sell in person. I sell a lot more books face to face than I've
Yeah.
ever sold on Amazon.
well,
And Amazon's like
that human touch is always what works for authors.
being
It's just getting people to get to those book festivals.
Yes. 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 Believe me, I know.
Ernie, we're kind of losing you there. I'm not sure if it's me or you.
It's this connection.
Maybe it's the heat. It's just warping everything. All right. Any more questions? Anything else?
No, I'm gonna get you this chapter.
haystack.
Appreciate it.
I go to some of them. I've had some family go and haven't been able to get going around to some book shows this fall.
Unfortunately,
Okay.
Ernie, you were coming and going, so we didn't hear everything.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I just said I've had some family issues last couple of years with an ill daughter, and I'll be going out to some more book shows.
Yeah.
So I'm
Good.
fixing to gin up that again. So,
Okay.
but I sell a lot more face to face than I ever have on Amazon,
Yep.
and
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know the trick
Uh,
or whether I got the wrong metadata or something, but I haven't so very.
You got to remember, Ernie, if you can hear me, because we're black coming and going, but
The Texas
you're
authors. I don't
competing against
recall any.
millions of, I'm sorry, you there?
Yeah, I lost you.
Yeah. You got to remember, you're competing against millions of books. So
Yep.
when you're doing it one on one, it's a
Yeah,
smaller group, it's more that personal touch and stuff. So,
yeah. I haven't had any success with Texas authors either. I don't know if it's maybe by genre or what. But,
as far as when you're at our
not
events, you
getting
don't
any.
sell?
Mm,
Really?
no, I can't recall selling any.
At any of those
Maybe
events?
I got my metadata wrong or something.
Hmm. I'm surprised. Well, a couple, the Lone Star festivals should have, the first couple, we had really good results. So I'm surprised you didn't sell any then, but no, I don't think you were there actually because of your daughter. I don't remember,
Maybe
but
that may be.
okay.
Well, nobody did
So
anything at this last one, but the one before
Yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah. This last one was very hurtful. So,
well, we got a
but we,
store. We got a Texas author store, and I don't get any response through there either.
well, no one does because it's not up and running. We
Oh,
keep running. We ran into a lot of technical issues, so I just shut it down. It's like it's
Oh,
costing us too much money, and it's just driving me nuts. It's still something I want to get back up and running, but until I can find a good server system that can handle the traffic properly and not mess things up, because we have not only the physical books, but we have the ebooks and we have the audio books that we can sell on there. I want to make sure we get it right next time because it's just so frustrating to say, "Hey, we're doing this," and then it not work.
yeah.
So
Well, check out that books not buy, and we might be able to list the whole museum on there.
yeah, yeah, I'll definitely look at it. So
Yeah,
don't forget to send me the links. But yeah, I'll
I
definitely look.
will. I'll do it.
All right. Well,
all
if
right.
there's nothing else, anybody care to move to adjourn?
I move.
Oh, I
And
second.
I know
I
you
make
second.
and I second.
So all in favor, just say aye.
All right.
Aye.
Bye. Take care,
All
guys.
right.
Bye bye.
Y'all have a good night. Thank you.
Good to see y'all.
You too.
Take care.